in a monochrome world, broken from the sight through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. And sorrow's tender embrace, this was never meant to happen. The light of the day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on.
Ooh, he doesn't know what he is. He doesn't know who to be. Okay. Oh shit. Anyway, welcome back. Fritz is having an identity crisis, and we're here to help him through it. Is everybody really supportive? Okay. Everybody get your notepads out, because we gotta write down his problems. Y'all got your nice comfy therapist chair? Okay, Fritz, I'm gonna have to ask you to lay down and start from your childhood. Before I can decide whether— wait. Let me do one thing. Okie dokie. Sorry about that itty bitty pause I had. I wanted to check my volume, make sure it was good and I wasn't blowing your eardrums out. I don't want to do that. My voice is annoying enough. You don't need to, your ears bleeding because of me. But I already read this. I read this last episode. I immediately recognized the man standing before me. By the way, that cut, that like 1 second cut that you guys experience, I was gone for like 15 minutes in real life. I stopped and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna watch a video for a second. In the middle of a recording, I'm just like, YouTube videos, I must watch. Anyway, I immediately recognized the man standing before me. It's Fritz! Hey! Cheer, yay, it's Fritz. Princess, what the hell are we doing here? I'm so confused. You don't fucking remember, do you? Fritz places a hand on his head and cringes. I see him stumble slightly as he slowly rises. When a character is kneeling or is on the ground, what they should do is, you see his head right here? It should be peeking out right here if like the character is on the ground. That would be so funny. Just saying, that'd be hilarious. I'm not sure. I remember falling asleep, and there was a distant pain that woke me up, and now I'm suddenly here with you. What? Did Farg's emotion somehow trigger Fritz into waking? Sorry, Princess, my mind is all foggy. I don't understand what's going on right now. You're just an airhead, aren't you? Fritz shakes his head before turning to look at me with a tired, faint smile. Wanna go back to sleep, baby? Perhaps I'll feel better once I get some rest. If you only knew the things I knew. You're right, let's go back. I feel the tenseness come back to my body as I remember all the things that transpired at the margin. The building is dim at night and looks more like a place of shadows than anything else. I clench my hands into fists as I try not to shake. They intend to hurt me. They wanted me to suffer. My heart hardens when something cold and sharp... My heart hardens into something cold and sharp as ice. Wasn't it already that, though? Nah, her heart was at the verge of just melting. It started to drip, like winter turning into spring. And then a nor'easter came and it's gone now. Their kindness was a lie. Mother taught me people were like this. I should have listened to her. This girl will never love. This girl will never find love. I finally turn away from the margin with conviction. I'm not meant to stay there. I must go back to where I belong. King Gennaro? Dad! Yo, Sexto, you cool? Why the fuck wouldn't I be Dad? Well, you're kind of a bitch. Your personal maid left last night? Yup. Is it true that you caught her trying to steal one of your dolls? Huh! Why would I lie about that? Oh, I'm sorry. Why? Why do you care? Why do you care all of a sudden? Because she betrayed your trust. Possible I do not trust her in the first place. Boom! Ouch! But wasn't she with you for years? Yes. And you're not at all saddened by her change of heart? She saw the opening to take something from me and took it. I'm not surprised nor sad. It was I can't read all of a sudden. It was to be expected. All people use others to take things that they want. Right now he's thinking, man, Hillary fucked her up. Damn. This kid is screwed up. Princess, why are we here? He really doesn't remember anything about last night. I guess his memories must truly be separate from Varg's. I've been trying to remember, but my memories feel like they're slipping through my fingers. Poor Babby! You belong in amnesia. Sorry. He's the hero. He's the hero in amnesia. Fuck. Why won't you talk to me, Princess? I don't know if I can tell you the truth. If I said or did something wrong yesterday, I'm sorry. Oh, baby, it's gonna be okay. You did not do anything wrong, Fritz. He was the one at fault, not you. Who's this other man you're seeing? Who? I'm sorry, what? When I open my mouth to tell him about Varg, I find the words are stuck in my throat. I turn away after a few moments, the gloom settling back in my shoulders. But after hearing what Varg said, I do not have the courage to tell him. Not yet. Jesus Christ. Sorry, freaked out for a second. You think Fritz is some great, honorable knight. Well, if that is true, his intentions would need to be good to the core. And then you know what? I wouldn't exist. Can't make something from nothing. Some part of your precious Fritz became me, Princess. There was already something dark and twisted in his soul. The curse just brought it to life, and now here I am. Alive! Oh, why won't you look at me? I don't understand. What did I do? Mom! My love! What have I done? This boy needs some reassurance. Have I been a fool to so blindly trust Fritz all this time, too? Princess! My love! Hey, you're here. What's up, my dude? This boy is just so fucking lost. Sir Mithras. The preparations are complete. I have finished decorating your room. You are now free to enter your old home. That sounded like really deep thunder, and I actually got spooked. I like, if I was a cat, I would have ran. I would have just ran so far. I would have jumped, did a little twirl in the air, and then run out the door. Sir Mithras pushes open the gates and walks through. I take a deep breath and then follow after him. I have so many emotions inside of me right now that I cannot even begin to parse through them. Before I take more than a few steps forward, Fritz's fingers curl around my wrist. Princess, what the fuck is going on? The look in his eyes is familiar. He wears the same concern and worry for me that he always does. He seems every bit himself, but he is no longer the same person to me. Oh God. Oh, God. I'm going home, Fritz. I pull my arm away from his grasp and follow Sir Mithras into the palace without looking back. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! What? No! We denied our babe.
Tell me the story again.
Do you never tire of that story, love?
Yo.
Word. Well, since you asked so nicely, once upon a time there was a queen. A horrible queen. Me, who had a daughter.
That she loved, right?
That she loved, yeah. But the kingdom the queen ruled was a cruel and mean place. People were I need a tissue. People were liars and thieves, and it was terribly dangerous. Oh my gosh! Like Skyrim? It's literally like Skyrim. That place is a dangerous-ass place. The queen knew that the kingdom would never be safe for her beloved daughter if she didn't work to change it. So the queen worked day and night with magic. Hush, you little shit, I'm telling a story. So the queen worked day and night and used her magic to take the bad people's energy from them so they couldn't cheat and steal and lie. Woo! Woo! Put some commas in there, Dan. And then the queen made sure that the energy would stay with her and... Sit down, I'm telling a story. This dog walking around. My cat is enjoying the story. Oliver, you enjoying this story? Yeah, he's asleep. I told him a bedtime story. And her beloved daughter, so nothing could harm them ever again. And the queen and daughter lived.
Yo, happily ever after, word. I'm gonna rap when I grow up, Mom. I'm gonna be the best rapper.
God, recording does some weird things to me. It brings out, like, recording. It lets me express just all of the silliness I build up throughout the day. I can just let it all out into a microphone, and I love it. There are 2 days remaining until my 18th birthday. I have been living in the palace for the last few months. While it is not what I expected, it is not so dissimilar than that I am comfortable. Well, what? I get to stay in my own room, and I am served the same food as the... I'm sorry, I'm so distracted in doing something. As the occupants of the palace, only now I am not expected to share my meals with the king and his family. It was strange that nobody even asked who I am, not even the king, but that did not matter. What is important is that I am back in the palace. Only a witch like Sir Mythros would have orchestrated all of this. Magic is all you need to bring you back here. Convenient, isn't it? What the fuck did you do? Who exactly are you, Sir Mythros? My dog has been drinking water for the past 2 minutes. Save some for the fishes, damn it. Come here. You thirsty girl.
You thirsty. You thirsty. You're a thirsty girl. Yes, oh boy.
What is a witch like you doing here in the palace? I read that first as, I am your mother. Ha, surprise. I'm your mother's faithful servant, your highness. But I do not recall ever seeing you here until after mother passed away. Don't ask questions, girl. I did not work within the palace at the time, but once your mother passed, you took the job to fulfill her wishes to protect you.
Oh.
I was consumed with worry when you disappeared all those months ago. I suspected immediately that you were cursed and that the Lucis Bearer had acted to keep you concealed from me. If only you could understand the relief I felt when I learned that Fritz had found you. How will you prove that you're not like the people at the Marchen? That you will not lie or betray me? Sir Mythros kneels in front of me and places a hand over his heart. Ooh. I made a promise to my queen that I would give you my undying loyalty, princess. I would protect you with my life. Shut up. Wait, no. We're evil today. We're evil. We're evil Knievel. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Yeah, you're my dude. Yeah, you're great. Good job. Him saying that does little to convince me that I can trust him. Everything I am doing is in service to Queen and my princess. So what is it that mother requires me to do? She's not even questioning that her mother is dead. Patience. I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. Ah, blah blah. Blah, blah, blah. Sir Mythros claims he is mother's faithful servant. That should be enough reason for me to trust him, but I'm still on edge. What is the surprise he has in store for me? My thoughts drift back to the occupants of the Marchen. They kept saying that they cared about me. I was looking at her bed. I was counting how many pillows she had, and then it screwed up my reading all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me?
I gotta count how many pillows she has in her bed. 4.
She has 4. And yet I have not heard from them at all. Even Rod, who lives here, I barely see him. And Fritz. Since I returned to the palace, I had been seeing less and less of Fritz, and more of Varg. In the beginning, I continually asked Fritz about his memories of specific days, of the times when he was Varg. Fritz never seemed to recall anything. He just smiled at me sheepishly and told me that his age was probably making his memory worse. What are you, like, 10? What do you mean your age? You're not 90? Hello? What am I kidding? I'm 20 and I can't remember shit. What did I have for breakfast this morning? I didn't have breakfast. I woke up at 1. God damn it. Fritz isn't even that old. Exactly. Since then, things have changed. I no longer bother asking Fritz about things he surely does not remember. Fritz does not remember anything related to Varg. Yet Varg retains all of his memories as Fritz. I know I should tell Fritz about Varg, but it is the fear that he would not believe me, but also something much worse. I'm worried that whatever it is inside of Fritz will only lash out at me, the part of him that Varg came from. If I were Fritz, I would not be able to believe it either. I looked toward my shelf of dolls, unable to shake my feelings of disquiet. The dolls are the same as always, their glassy gaze is focused on nothing and everything. It looks so empty without... No, I don't miss her. I don't! I do not miss anyone. Right? Stop monologuing to yourself, Sexton. Ooh, that iced tea good. The sound of footsteps pulls me out of my thoughts. Who else is wandering the halls at this time of night? I'm unable to restrain my curiosity, and the emotion soon drives me from my room and out into the hallway. Hello? I gingerly follow the faded footsteps down the hallway, and there I see two familiar people, Sir Mythros and Sir Alcaster. I grew impatient, boy! 2 days an insignificant amount of time when you have already waited so long. I have been waiting years! Sorry, I'm done. The princess is safe and will continue to be safe just as you required. Okay, who is saying that? Because it doesn't sound like Alcaster saying that. Our agreement was clear, Sir Alcaster. I will not help you until after the princess turns 18. I would remember the sort of aid you have requested of me. What prevents us from killing Gennaro now? Oh, shit! A small gasp comes from my mouth and I'm unable to muffle it in time. Girl, you're always getting yourself cut! Despite the fact that I hold my hand up to my lips to keep myself from shouting. I stop breathing even as my mind whirls. Kill the king? Why would Sir Alcaster and Sir Mythros want to do that? Sorry, I have a toy next to me. I'm playing with it. That sound. It was a girl! Do not try and distract me, boy. What do we lose by acting now? We could lose everything if we act too hastily. I think it would do you good to learn some patience from your son. Ah, shit! When did he get here? Jesus Christ. He's always that one guy who's there, but nobody notices until he's actually brought up. It's like, you say his name, he's like, what, me? Hello? Oh god, when did you get here? Yo, Varg, what's up? Son. I have 2 sons now. Sir Alcaster. Bitchcaster. Varg, what a pleasant surprise.
Not really.
Mythros smirks as Varg moves to stand just off to the side of the 2 men, his expression solemn. Sorry, I was staring at his face for a second, I don't know why. I trust that you have tamed Fritz. Hush, little puppy, I'll give you a treat if you behave. What are you talking about? What'd you do to my son? You have not noticed, even when your own son is being overwhelmed. Varg is gaining control slowly but surely. Oh shit, we're never gonna see Fritz again. He no longer has to wait for Fritz's consciousness to descend into sleep. In a few weeks, perhaps even days, Varg may be able to help us during the day. Then that is why I've only seen Varg at night. If he can act during the day as well, what will happen to Fritz? He sleeps forever. Sorry. I hope you're not trying to avoid your mission in staying here. How curious. Perhaps Fritz is stronger than you think. That weakling? Fuck. Don't make me laugh. I just find this extremely boring. Oops. Varg shrugs before walking away. Okay, bye. What is he here for? I don't understand. What was Varg's purpose in being in this conversation? I don't get it. How interesting. I do not approve of his methods. Do you care about your son at all? I'm just wondering, just as a person, I'm like, do you have any sort of love for, I don't know, your own flesh and blood? Like, half of that is you. Hello? What would you have me do to improve him? He completes every task you give him. He has softened. Well, let us see if he completes his task. Okay, yeah, but your son is in there? I don't know if you care at all. But okay, you know, I'm not gonna bother. You don't give a shit. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. Then we will know for certain where his loyalties lie. I mean, human, right? Can you not care about somebody that you love? Hello? Do you even love him? Mom? As Sir Mythros and Sir Alcaster begin to walk away, I exhale. Whew, I can finally breathe. I feel a slight shudder when Sir Mythros stops and gazes behind him, his eyes wandering to my hiding place at the end of the hall. My heart thumps loudly in my ears as I wait for him to leave, or to hear him leave. The wind has a bitter chill tonight, like ice. Woo! 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 Woo, that was foreboding. Mythros turns on his heels with a slight twitch of his lips before he disappears. Whew, hiccups. Make my way back to my room in a daze. My whole body feels weak, and when I eventually get to my bed, I crash down on it feeling numb. I was suppressing a hiccup. They mean to kill the king, but why? Sir Outcast and Sir Mithras are two of his most trusted advisors. Not anymore. He needs to find some new friends, King Gennaro. Dude, find some new friends. Go on, Omegle. People on the internet are more trustworthy than these two idiots. What could the king have done to make them desire his death? And why does Sir Mithras want to wait until I'm 18? What happens then? Does this have anything to do with that gift he was talking about? Does Sir Mithras plan on using me for something? I clench my hands into fists and inhale sharply. I think of other things that came up in the conversation. They say Varg might be able to act during the day soon. Does this mean Fritz will disappear? Oof, oof. My breath catches in my throat at the thought. It always glitches out at a flashback and annoys the hell out of me. Princess. There's no need to look at me like that. It's my job to look at you like that. And right now I know something's not right. It is your job to protect me. Knowing me is a very different thing. What the hell was that? Cat, Oliver, don't eat the dog food. Okay, I heard a loud thump. I didn't know if it was my cat jumping down from the chair or somebody breaking into the house. Oh well. Oh well. Princess, I just want to be your therapist. Perhaps you should worry more about yourself. You're obviously not well. My job as a knight is to protect my charge. To put their life before mine. If I can't protect you, how can I call myself a knight? Yeah, okay. How about... But, you know... Never mind. Fritz reaches out as if to touch me, but I shrink away. Don't touch me with your dirty hands, boy.
But I love you.
Sorry, Princess, I
love you.
Please know I'm always here if you need to talk. Poor Bab just wants to love. If Fritz disappears... What'll happen then? Yeah, now you feeling bad. Now you feeling bad. I almost jump when I hear someone shouting outside my door. Is that Rod? I like how he said that at the same time. I quickly stand up and move toward my door, pulling it open to catch a glimpse of the outside. I end up opening the door into Rod's face. Hello! That's not a face I want to wake up to in the morning. You open the door and just see Rod and go, ugh! That boy's scary. I need my tissue, this is sad. There we go. Got him. Alright, well, I think shit is about to go down, so I think that's a good place to end it, huh? I don't feel like reading when shit hits the fan. I'm gonna clean that up another day. I'll see you guys next time. And I don't feel like seeing Rod's face tonight. I really don't. I don't feel like dealing with Rod. Ugh. Bye-bye.